The impact of lost belonging goes beyond the immediate financial costs. It also affects your productivity, leading to missed deadlines and potential lost income. Welcome back to another episode of Declutter for Change podcast. I'm your host, Heather Clark, your Declutter expert. Today, we're diving into a topic that plagues us all: lost belongings. We've all been there, frantically searching for misplaced keys, important papers, wallets, phones, the list goes on. But have you ever stopped to consider the true cost of this disorganization? It goes far beyond the initial frustration. I'll also talk about the hidden financial impact of lost belongings. Let's face it, some items seem to have a life of their own when it comes to disappearing. According to a study conducted by a Boston marketing firm, the average American burns 55 minutes a day, roughly 12 weeks a year, looking for things they know they own but can't find. 12 weeks. That's 3 months. That's a long time. Research found that we also lose up to 9 items every day, or 198,743 items in a lifetime. That's a lot of stuff. 43% of lost items are never found, and Americans collectively spend $2.7 billion each year replacing these items that can't be found. Here are the top 6 most commonly misplaced items. Keys. A 2021 survey found that 30% of Americans lose their keys at least once a month. Replacing a standard key costs around $10. But for more complex key systems or car keys with transponders, the price can skyrocket to $200 or more. Wallets and purses. A 2023 report estimates that over 25 million wallets and purses are lost annually in the US alone. Replacing a lost wallet itself can be about $20 to $50. But the real financial blow comes from replacing lost credit cards, IDs, cash, etc. Phone. 3 in 10 Canadian smartphone users have lost their phone. Replacing a lost phone can range from $100 for a budget model to well over $1,000 for the latest popular smartphone. Glasses. We've all been there, frantically patting our faces searching for missing glasses. 20% of people who wear glasses lose them at least once a year. Replacing glasses can cost anywhere from $150 for a basic pair to $500 plus for designer frames and prescription lenses. Chargers. Our lifeline to the digital world, chargers seem to vanish into thin air. Just ask your family members who seem to fight over these things. It's estimated that the average person loses 2 phone chargers a year. Replacing them costs anywhere between $10 to $30 each. TV remote. In the US, the top spot on the list goes to the TV remote, which over 71% of Americans lose at least once a month. Now, let's factor in the real kicker: the time we spend searching for these lost items. Imagine you earn an average hourly wage of $20. Let's use a study from the Boston firm from earlier: 55 minutes per day, 5 times a week, equals approximately $4,767 a year wasted on looking for lost items. Think about all those frantic searches for your keys, wallet, phone, or glasses. Even a few minutes a day spent looking adds up significantly. The impact of lost belonging goes beyond the immediate financial costs. It also affects your productivity, leading to missed deadlines and potential lost income. Imagine missing an important meeting because you can't find your keys, or being late for work due to a misplaced phone. Missing a due date for a bill can cost you interest from the company. This adds up over time, and a late payment can actually affect your credit score too. Furthermore, the stress and frustration associated with searching for lost items can take a toll on your mental well-being. It disrupts your focus and steals time you could be spending on more productive or enjoyable activities. Just this past weekend, my daughter and I were looking for my keys so we could go out to the store. The first thing my daughter says was, "You lost your keys?" As this was a very unusual occurrence because my keys and wallet go back in the exact same spot every single time. However, this day, they didn't. In fact, we looked for well over 15 minutes for them. Want to know where they ended up being? In the backseat of my car with the grocery bags. How'd they get there? I can only guess. I must have had them in my hand as I was tossing the bags back in the car. And somehow my keys went with them and I didn't notice. The frustration this caused me was crazy, as I was trying to recall all the places I might have put my keys down. It had me second guessing my memory and looking in places I'd already looked as if they'd magically show up the second time around. My daughter watched as each minute passed, my frustration grew stronger. I was losing my mind. And I know I'm not the only one that's felt this before. Have you ever lost any of the top 6 items I mentioned? I'd love to hear your story. You can email me at heather@declutterforchange.com. Please let me know I'm not the only one that's felt she's lost her mind looking for something. You can also find all the links for the statistics over at declutterforchange.com/financial impact of lost items. Let's not forget the environmental consequence of lost belonging. Replacing lost items often means increased production and consumption, leading to a larger carbon footprint. Think about all the plastic phone chargers, leather wallets, and metal keychains that end up in the landfills because someone misplaced them. Beyond the financial impact, understanding the psychology behind losing things is crucial. Several factors contribute to misplaced belongings. Let's take stress and forgetfulness, for example. When our minds are overloaded with information and tasks, even simple actions like putting down our keys can become an afterthought. Imagine rushing at the door for an important meeting, keys clutched in your hand. In the flurry of activity, you might absentmindedly set them down on a random surface, only to forget their location later. Stress can also cloud our memory, making it difficult to recall where we last placed something. People with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder often struggle with executive function, a set skill that includes organization and planning. This can manifest as misplaced belongings and difficulties keeping track of items. Imagine someone with ADHD setting their phone down on a table while multitasking. A sudden distraction can cause them to forget the phone's location moments later. Our daily routines can also play a significant role in how easy we lose things. If you have a habit of tossing your keys on the counter without a designated spot, you're more likely to forget their location later. This repetitive behavior creates a cycle of disorganization, making it challenging to keep track of your belongings. Imagine always tossing your phone on the couch. Over time, this ingrained habit can lead to moments of frantic searching when you can't find it. Now that we've explored the costs and causes of lost belonging, let's talk about some strategies to combat the disorganization. Create designated spots for frequently used items. Invest in key hooks near the door, a phone charging station by your bed, and a designated spot for purse or wallets. Get into the habit of placing your belongings in their designated spot after every use. This might feel tedious at first, but routine creates consistency and reduces forgetfulness. As soon as I walk in my door after driving, my wallet with my keys attached gets hung up in the exact same place right away, before I even take off my shoes. Smart trackers for keys, wallets, or phones can help locate misplaced items with ease. Phone apps with Find My Phone features can be lifesaver. Declutter regularly. Clutter breeds chaos. By periodically decluttering your belongings, you'll have fewer items to potentially lose. Donate or sell unused items to create a more manageable living space. Embrace less is more. Consider adopting a less is more lifestyle with fewer possessions. This not only can reduce the risk of losing things, but also simplifying your life and reduces stress. While investing in organizational tools like key hooks, phone chargers, or storage containers may seem like a small expense, the long-term financial and mental health benefit far outweigh the initial cost. Think about it. A $20 key organizer can save you hundreds of dollars over time in lost key replacements and wasted search time. Some homeowners or renters insurance policies offer coverage for lost or stolen belongings. However, there are usually limitations and deductibles, so it's crucial to check your specific policy details. Beyond the strategies we've discussed, professional organizers offer a wealth of practical advice for creating more organized space. Let's look into some of the top tips. One key concept is the landing zone. We all have those items we tend to misplace on the daily rush: mails, keys, sunglasses. Professional organizers recommend establishing a designated spot for frequently used items. This could be a key hook by the door, a tray on your dresser, or a small basket at the entryway. Imagine a designated spot that eliminates the temptation to toss these things down on any available surface. By creating this landing zone, you specifically reduce the likelihood of them disappearing later, saving you time and frustration in the search. Professional organizers also swear by the power of labeling. Out of sight, out of mind certainly applies to clutter stored in drawers and cabinets. Taking the time to label shelves, drawers, and containers makes it significantly easy to find what you're looking for. Think about clear labels with handwritten descriptions or investing in a label maker for a more polished look. Clear containers offer another valuable advantage. You can see what's inside at a glance, eliminating the need to rummage through the drawers or open multiple containers to find a specific item. Labeling and clear containers work together to create a more organized and efficient system for storing your belongings. Lost belongings are a common yet costly problem. By understanding the true financial impact, both in terms of replacement costs and wasted time, and by implementing these organizational strategies, you can take proactive steps to becoming more organized. Remember, a little planning and effort today can save you lots of time, money, and frustration in the long run. If you're feeling overwhelmed by clutter or simply want to connect with others on a similar journey, head over to our community, Declutter for Change group. We'd love to have you. You can find the links to the Facebook group and any other resources from the episode at declutterforchange.com/financial impact of lost items. Remember, as you simplify, each item that you let go of brings you one step closer to a lighter, freer, more aligned life. As you clear out the clutter, be kind to yourself and celebrate progress, no matter how small. Keep sorting, keep simplifying, and keep thriving. And hey, if you want more decluttering tips and inspiration or just want to connect, be sure to follow me on social media. You can find me at Declutter for Change. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy decluttering.